Are you considering moving to Huntington Beach, California? Well, stick around because this is going to be the video for you. In today's video, I'm breaking down the top 10 things you need to know before moving to Huntington Beach. Stay tuned. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Garrett Gahn. I'm your Orange County Realtor and host of YouTube's Living in OC. I'm a Southern California real estate agent, and this channel is to help navigate you on the home buying and selling process, as well as give a little inside glance at what it's truly like to live here in Orange County, California. So, as I mentioned, in today's video, we're breaking down the top 10 things you absolutely need to know before you move to Huntington Beach. Make sure to stick around as I think number 10 is going to be really important. Without further ado, let's jump right in, starting with number 1. Great nightlife. Huntington Beach has a great nightlife and downtown scene. In the downtown part of Huntington, there are great restaurants, bars, and nightlife. People from all over Southern California and even out of state come to enjoy this part of Huntington. Especially in the summer, it really is a great time. Enjoying the beach all day and then pulling up to a restaurant or bar downtown is a great way to spend the day here. In the summer, it definitely can get crowded, but living here for years, I can tell you that overall, the people that you run into here are very laid back and welcoming. Moving on to the number 2 thing that you should know, we have tourism. Huntington, especially in those summer months, is very much a tourist town. Like I mentioned, tons of people from out of the city and out of the state come to enjoy the beautiful beaches and the nightlife here. With this though, can cause the downtown area to become crowded and present some traffic and parking issues during the peak times. The larger festivals and events are also during these summer months. Keep in mind that although the tourism does add to the parking and the traffic issues, this is a massive part of the city's economy and many of the local businesses here rely on it. Moving on to number 3, the fact that there is tons of things to do. Huntington Beach really does have a lot of things to do throughout the year. There are tons of events and festivals, to the huge 4th of July celebrations, to surf events and weekly events like farmers markets, and even Oktoberfest celebrations in the Old World Village. Huntington Beach overall really does love a good celebration and really does have a wealth of fun things to take advantage of. The number 4 thing to know is that there is an abundance of outdoor activities. Huntington has great beaches, of course, and everything that comes with them, like surfing, boating, kayaking, swimming, and just lounging. But you also have tons of other outdoor things to enjoy, like the Bolsa Chica Reserve. It's this massive marshland where you can hike, camp, and have bonfires. It's also one of the most popular bird watching spots in California. Nearby is also the Silverado Mountains, which is home to some amazing hiking, mountain biking, and camping. If you are an outdoor lover, you will certainly not have a shortage of things to do here. Also, as a bonus, make sure to check out the Huntington Beach's Dog Beach with your furry friend. It's honestly one of my favorite parts to enjoy about living here in Huntington Beach. My fiance and I, we bring our dog Core down there often for her to run around, get in the water, just enjoy being off leash and with other dogs. Moving on to number 5, we have the great public schools. Huntington Beach and Orange County overall has some of the best public schools in the nation. If you are a young family or you plan to start one and education is important to you, Huntington may be a great place for you to settle. I actually do a complete in-depth video breaking down the best schools in Huntington Beach K through 12 and how the school districts work here depending on your home's location. Be sure to check that out. I'll go ahead and link it up here in the corner for you, or you can find it in my Moving to Huntington Beach playlist that I'll go ahead and link in the description below for you. Moving on to the number 6 thing to know before moving here, we have a great sense of community. In my opinion, a lot of other Orange County cities can feel very isolated. You may not know your neighbors, and people can be a little stuffy in places like Newport Beach, for example. But in my experience living in Huntington Beach, people here are much more laid back and easygoing, and it certainly has a very strong sense of community. Moving on to number 7, we have healthy and active. Huntington Beach has a very healthy and active community. People here love their surfing, hiking, yoga, swimming, biking. For the most part, everyone seems to have their activity or hobby. There is also a ton of health services like health food stores and spas. So if you are an active person, you will certainly fit in here in Huntington Beach. There also is a lot of groups and meetups for fitness and health activities. So if you are looking for some company, you should have no problem finding it. On to number 8 on our list, we have a big car culture. Huntington Beach is home to several different car shows like Concours d'Elegance and the Beach Cruiser Meet. There are also a lot of small informal car shows that are held every Saturday in the morning on Magnolia Street. People here definitely love their cars. There's tons of supercars, cruising PCH, and tons of beach cruisers to be found around the downtown area. This certainly is a large pro to living here if you are a car person. Moving on to the number 9 thing to know, we have the cost of living. So obviously it's important to know if you can afford to live here before you decide to relocate. I actually did a full in-depth video on the Huntington Beach cost of living. In that video, I cover the housing, the utilities, the goods and services, absolutely everything that you'll need to know about the cost of living here. I'll go ahead and link that video in the corner up here for you, or you can find it in the Moving to Huntington Beach playlist, which I will link in the description below. So moving on to our 10th and final thing to know before moving to Huntington Beach: where to live. This is another obvious one, but there are a lot of different sections and neighborhoods to Huntington Beach that each feel and offer something a little different. It's important to know the differences and what is going to suit your specific needs. Not to sound like a broken record here, but I did do a full video on this topic as well. I covered the top 5 neighborhoods in Huntington Beach and what they offer. This is definitely a video you should see if you are considering moving here. Again, I'll go ahead and link that one up here in the corner for you, and it can also be found in the Moving to Huntington Beach playlist that I'll link in the description below. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. That was the top 10 things to know before moving to Huntington Beach, California. Be sure to reach out to me directly or drop a comment down below with any questions or thoughts you have in regards to moving, relocating, and living here in Huntington Beach, California. If you did find any value in today's video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps me out tremendously, and definitely consider subscribing as I'm dropping multiple videos a week for all things living in Orange County, California. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.